have the head-on shot too. We have this clear, so we'll have a head-on shot, and then this should be like number one. But you can, I mean, you can do number one right here, and then I'll do number one right here, and then we'll flip-flop, and then we can go through number three.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
That's how we did it.
One thing that I never know, am I left or am I right? But because this is left, I am on the right place, yeah? Because I don't know if it's this way.
I guess you're right. You might want to use this.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yes.
Because you can still get this celebration. But,
All right, we are ready on platform one for John Chen. Opening up with 264 pounds. He is a Masters 2 lifter. Platform one.
If we want to replay something, we do it all on computer.
And we're ready on platform three with Ashton Wright, opening 180 pounds. He is a sub-junior lifter. And on two, we have Jakob Takada opening up at 192 pounds. The lift is good on platform three. Next lifter is Raiden Holye. The weight will be 292 pounds. He is also a sub-junior lifter. That's what platform three will be. The lift is good for Takada. Next up on two, Ravan Akman at 270 pounds. On one, that was a good opener for John Chen. We now take the bar to 341 for Hayu Silatan, veteran of quite a few powerlifting meets for many decades. Get your camera out, the guy knows what he's doing. We are ready on platform one and platform three.
Yeah. Okay.
That is a strong lift for Brandon. The lift is good. Next up on three, Brandon Long, 303 platform three, 303 pounds. Bar is loaded on two for Aksan at 270. Higher time was successful at 351. Patrick Fox was
No, this is the next one.
at
This is the next one.
63.
The last one had yellow.
No,
I got you.
That is a smooth opener from Khan Akman. The lift is good. Hassan Bawa is next on two at 369. Patrick Foster is our lifter on one at 363. The lift on three was a good lift. Three white lights. Zachary Mons will be next. 200 kilos is 440 pounds. Zachary Mons. He is a junior, 59 kilo lifter. Akmans is on the board with Cesar Perez will attempt the same 200 kilos 440 platform one. We are ready for, platform one. Platform three, Cesar Perez. Hassan Bawa is our lifter on 2 at 369. Patrick Foster was successful. Tuan Eugene is on 1 at 407. That is a good lift for Hassan. Next up on 2, Garen Clark at 396. Three white lights for Tuan Duchenne. The lift is good. Chris Sullivan will follow at 407. The lift for Cesar on 3 was a good lift. Next up on 3, Gavin DeSalvo at 451, 205 kilos. Our lifter on 2 is Garen Clark. 396-pound opening attempt for Garen. Folks, if you like what you see, let these lifters know it. They've trained long and hard for the Nationals. This is a live powerlifting show. They need all the encouragement they can get. Three white lights for Gavin. The lift is good. Next up, on 3, get your cameras ready for Nicholas Caledonia, opening up at 457 pounds. 130 pounds soaking wet. Bar is loaded for Nick Caledonia. The lift is good on 2 for Garen Clark. John Dimchek will follow at 407. Chris Sullivan was good on 1. Robert Lane follows with the same 407. That's a good lift for Nick Caledonia. Please raise the bar on 3 for 496 for Gabriel Garza. Final opener, round 1, platform 3. Bar is loaded on 2 and 3. John Demchek is the lifter on 2. Eugene will be the lifter on 1. Robert Lane was successful.
Look at his gear. It's a full suit. Does he have knee sleeves on top of it? They're allowed to now, aren't they? Why don't you, Jerry, look it up?
Good lift for Gabriel Garza. Ashton Wright will follow platform 3. Platform 2, we need lights. There they are, 3 white lights. The lift is good for John Demchek. Jesus Fragasso will follow platform 2. This is a 429-pound opener. Eugene is the lifter on 1. Stands up with 424. It is good. Carlos Mata, next lifter, platform 1. 485 for Carlos. Ashton Wright makes quick work at 314. Braden Holgate will be next at 319. 429. He is on the board. The lift is good. Don Bingham will be next at 462. That was a no lift on 3. Carlos Mata was good on 1. Next up, platform 1, Michael Aaron at 507. Our first quarter top lift of the championship, Michael Aaron will attempt a 507. Platform 1. Bar is loaded for Michael. Look at that effort for Brandon. The lift is good. 3 white lights. Zach Moss will follow at 457. Tremendous fight. Bar is loaded on 2 for Don Bingham, 462. And on platform 1, the lifter is John Chen. Second attempt will be 275 pounds. That is a smooth lift for Don Bingham. He is on the board. It's a good lift, 2-1. We strip it down on platform 2 for second attempts. Chiaka Takana will follow. 203 pounds. The lift for John Chen is good at 275. Hayu Tan is next on 1 at 363. On platform 3, our next lifter is Cesar Perez at 462. That bar is loaded for Cesar. Zach Motz was a no lift. Clock is running for Cesar. That is a good lift, 2-1 for Cesar Perez. Gavin DeSalvo is next on platform 3. Second attempt, 473 for Gavin. The lift is good for Chiaka Takana. Rafan Akman will follow at 303, platform 2. Hayu Tan is 2 for 2. Next up on 1, Patrick Foster. Three white lights for Gavin. Please raise the bar on 3 to 490 pounds. We're going to call out the Wonder Kid, Nicholas Caledonia. Second attempt, 490. If you like what you see, let him know it right now. The lift is good for Nick Caledonia. Gabriel Garza will follow at 5:29. The lift for Akman is good on 2. Hassan Bawa is next. Platform 2, 396. Robert Lane, lift was good. Chris Sullivan will follow on 1 at 4:29. Folks, clap those hands, support these lifters. Perfect attempt for Gabriel Garza. Kept on pushing. We are ready for round 3, platform 3. Braden Hollier will be the lifter at 3:19. Third attempt's coming up. This is where these lifters need your support. So get ready. That was a good lift on 2 for Bawa. Garrett Clark will be next at 4:18. Chris Sullivan was successful at 4:29. Juan Duchenne follows at 4:35. Bar is loaded for Tuan. Three wide lights, the lift is good for Braden. Ashton Wright. You're next lifter on 3 at 3:36. Ashton is 2 for 2 so far. That was a good lift from Juan on platform 1. Anna Nugent is our lifter on 1 at 4:51. The lift for Garrett Clark was good. John Demchek follows at 4:29. Ladies and gentlemen, this will be a national record attempt for Anna Nugent on platform 1. 451 pounds. Bar is loaded. Who wants to see our first record fall right here? Somebody clap their hands right now. I said somebody clap their hands this morning right now for Anna Nugent. 451, your first record. Can it be done? I think he's got a whole lot more where that came from. We've got a new record for Anna Nugent. Carlos Mata is next on 1 at 5:12. John Demchek is successful on platform 2. And Luis Picasso is our next lifter. Ashton Wright and Brandon Long were both good on platform 3. Zachary Mons is our next lifter on 3. Attempting 457. The lift for Carlos Mata is good. Michael Heron will follow at 5:29. That is a good lift on platform 3. Cesar Perez will be our next lifter on 3. I don't think Jesus could have gotten any deeper. He set a record for depth right there, but he could do that. Don Bigham is next on 2 at 496. Don Bigham, platform 2. While on 3, we have Cesar Perez at 473. John Chin is the lifter. My apologies. At 286 pounds, we're ready for round 3. Platform 1, round 3 begins. John Chin will be the lifter.
He doesn't have a back spotter level.
That was a no lift on platform 3. Next up, Gavin DeSalvo. Bars loaded for Gavin, 490-pound third attempt. Young man is only 163 pounds. John Chin locks it out. He is perfect in the squat. Next up on 1, Hayu Tan at 369. The lift on 3, no lift for Gavin. Nick Caledonia will follow. Don Bigham puts a 496 down there. Next up, on 2, Kiaka Takana, 214 pounds. National record attempt for Chicago. Kiaka Takana, national record attempt right here. Nick Caledonia going after the quarter ton, 501, platform 3. Barely a struggle. Gabriel Garza will follow on 3 at 540 pounds. Kiaka Takana is about to attempt a national record on 2. This is 214 pounds. Zeratan was a no lift on 1. Patrick Foster will follow at 396. Just like that, Takana sets a new national mark. Imfan Akhan is our next lifter on 2 at 330 pounds. Gabriel Garza just came up with the longest lift of the day. You could have timed him with the sundial. That took a minute, but he pushed it through. We are ready for our next group on 3. Joe Marceau opening up with 330 pounds. Flight 2. lifter on one, Robert Lane. 435 pounds, third and final squat for Robert. That is a good over for Joe on platform 3. Troy again will be next. The lift is no good for Ahmad. Next up, Hassan Bawa, platform 2, 407. The lift for Robert Lane was good. Next up, on one, Tuan Dujen at 451. And on 3, we have a different Dujen. We have Troy opening up at 462. I think we're just waiting on some lights for Troy. They have a mind of their own sometimes. They got a thumb, so that is a good lift for Troy win. At 462, there are lights. Ross and Yussi will be next at 462. That was a good lift for Bawa. Garrett Clark will be next at 440. Platform 1, Milan was successful. We stay at 451 for Chris Sullivan. Chris Sullivan fights through, locks out on 451, and gets the lights. The lift is good. Win will be next at 462. Another record attempt for On. That is a no lift on 3. Nathan Stone will be next. 551 opener, platform 3. Garen Clark is the lifter at 2 at 440. Third and final squat for Garen. Strong effort, but I nailed it for Garrett. John Demchek will be next. 440, platform 2 for John Demchek. That is a no-look for Nathan Stein. Platform 3, next up, Eric Arbor, 562. Gigantic opening attempt, 562. Get ready for John Demchek, 200 kilos, platform 2. That was a new record for On. On platform 1, next up, Carlos Mata at 529. Good lift on platform 3 for Eric. Lilo is our next lifter on 3. Lawson Lilo. John Demchick is successful at 440. Congratulations, John. Our next lifter on platform 2 is Jesus Fergasso at 462. That is a no lift for Carlos. We call to the platform Michael Heron, 541 pounds. We need the record shifts. This will be a national record attempt for Michael Heron.
2-5.
Lawson Lilo just opens up with a good 584. Matthew Sanchez is next at 606. That is a no lift by Karen. Valiant effort, nonetheless. The lift for Jesus Fergasso is a good one. Don Bigham will follow 529. Record attempt for Don Bigham. Jesus Martinez is our lifter on 1 at 248. And Matthew Sanchez is on the board. Kyle Wallenberg is our next lifter, opening up 639 pounds for Kyle Wallenberg. He is a junior, lifting in the 83 kilo class. Bar is loaded for Don Bingham. 529 record attempt for Don. Platform 2. Kyle Wallenberg just blasts a 639, but it is a no lift. Man, did he look strong. You will see him 2 more times in the squat. So right now, Don Bigham attempting a record, platform 2. He's certainly strong enough. It's up. And it is good. New record for Don Bigham. Please stretch the bar on 2 to 286 for Ron Brinker. Jesus Martinez was good on 1. Now we call out George Cunningham, opening at 374. George Cunningham. The lifter on 3 is Joe Marceau. Second attempt, 358. Way to go, Joe. 3 white lights. Grayson Newsom will be next on 3. 462 for Grayson. Ron Branker just did his last warm-up right here on the platform. Way easy. Alexander on 2 at 2:30. Alexander Lowe. And that was a smooth opener for George Cunningham. Yeah, now Griner will be next at 4:57. Griner, 4:57, platform 1. Three white lights, the lift is good. Troy Winter will be next at 4:85, platform 3. Troy missed this summer's opener. I know he's going to come back and get it. The lift for Alexander is good. Next up on 2, Rick Brink, 385. Troy Wynn stands up at the 485, and he is on the board. Congratulations. Nathan Stan will be next at 551. Nathan missed his opener. We would love to see him get this lift. Platform 3. Ron Brink is opening at 385 on 2. Griner was successful. Caleb Franco will be next at 501. Platform 1, bar is loaded. Caleb snapped that right up. That is a no lift though. Joshua Thompson will follow on 1 at 523. That is a no lift on 3. Eric Arbor is our next lifter. Good lift for Rick Brink. Julian Conti will be next on 2. We are loading 451 for Julian. Eric Arbor is the lifter on 3, 600 pounds. Snaps are right up. Very efficient lift for Eric. Lawson Lilo is next at 600. Platform 3. Fine looking attempt for Julian Compt. The judges agree, 3 white lights. Ben Drescher is our next lifter on 2 at 496. Joshua Thompson was successful on his opener. Brady Price will follow, opening up at 540. Bar is loaded for Brady Price. Three white lights for Lawson Lilo. Now we call for the platform Matthew Sanchez. 639. He's going to repeat it. Oh, forgive me. He opened at 606, going to 639. Matthew Sanchez, platform 3. The lift for Matt Sanchez is good. Taken up with the stand 639 for Kyle Wallenberg. The lift for Ben Gresham is good. On 2, Anthony Perkins is next. Jesus Martinez is our lifter. On 1 at 308. He is on the board, stripped it down to 374 for Joe Marceau, 374. Anthony Perkins was successful on 2. Rob Lefala will follow at 556. Jesus Martinez. Bar is loaded on 1, 308 pounds. That is a good lift for Jesus. Please load the bar at 396 for George Cunningham on 1. The lift on 3 is a good lift. Next up on platform 2, Ron Brinker at 352. Bar is loaded for Grayson Ducey. Joe Marceau is, he went 3 for 3 in the squad. Congratulations, Joe. Grayson pushes through. The 473 is good. Our next lifter, Troy Wynn at 490, platform 3. Clock is running on Ron Brinker. I believe he may be timing out. Platform 1, that was ever so close for George Cunningham. It was a no lift. We move on to Gail Greiner at 485. Keep pushing, keep pushing. That is a no lift. Let's give it up for Gail Greiner. Our next lifter on 1, Caleb Franca at 501. Quarter ton. Ron Baker was a no lift. Our next lifter on 2. needs this lift to stay in the competition. Somebody clap their hands right now. I said somebody get behind this young man if you want to see him stay in the competition. Let's give Nathan a nice round of applause. Eric Arbor will follow at 6:06. Platform 3. The lift on 2 for Alexander was a good lift. Rick Frank will follow at 396. Kayla was good at 501. Brady Price is our next lifter at 540. Missed this on his opener. We need to see him get on the board right here. Bars loaded for Brady Price. Everything perfect, Brady. That is a no lift for Eric, but a good lift for Brady Price. He is in the game. Our next lifter on platform 1 is Sam Prendergast. 551 for Sam. Rick Brink stands up with the 396. It is a good lift. Julian Kopp will follow platform 2. Julian Kopp, 473. Our next lifter on platform 3, Lawson Lilo, 617. Keep pushing, Lawson. Watch it out. That is a good lift for Lawson Lilo. Matthew Sanchez will follow on platform 3, 650 pounds. Austin Perkins is the lifter, Anthony Perkins is the lifter at 518 on 2. Josh Thompson is about to attempt a national record on 1. This is 567. Where are my Josh Thompson fans? Somebody clap for this guy right here. Just not there. Give it up for Josh Thompson. Jesus Martinez is our next lifter on 1 at 330. Sanchez stands up with a 650. It is a good lift. Kyle Wallenberg is our final squatter of platform 3. Final attempt, 666 pounds. Dare I say it. Bars loaded on 2 for Ben Drescher. Last squat on platform 3. Perkins was a no lift. Ben Drescher, second attempt 523. Kyle Wallaker comes up with the 666. It is a good lift. Give it up for Kyle Wallaker of Ottawa University. Our next lifter, platform 2, will be Ross LaPala. Ben Drescher was successful. Ross's second attempt will be 589. Jesus Martinez was perfect. He made a 330. Next up, George Cunningham. Bars loaded for George at 396. Platform 1. That is a good lift for George Cunningham. Gail Greiner will be our next lifter on 1 at 485. That was a good lift on 2. Uluman to Alexander Lowe. Third and final attempt. This is 385 pounds. Bars loaded for Alexander Lowe. That was a valiant effort, but a no lift for Greiner. We now call to the platform Caleb Franca. Third and final squat, 523 pounds. We're waiting on some lights for Alexander Lowe, platform 2. It is a good lift. Please load the bar to 402 pounds for Rick, platform 2. Bars loaded for Julian Cops is our lifter on 2 at 496.
Parts of me feel my age. Parts of me,
Put your hands together for Julian. He went 3 for 3 in the squat. Our next lifter is Anthony Perkins on platform 2 at 518. That was a no lift for Sam. He did get 1 on the board. Brady Price is our next lifter on 1 at 567. On 2, bench pressure. Final squat, 545. The lift for Brady Price is a successful one. Please, we're going to stay at 567 for Josh Thompson. This is a national record attempt, 567. Kid weighs 145 pounds, soaking wet this morning. You got to be kidding me, 567? Somebody better clap their hands when this young man stands up on this bar. National record attempt. Who wants to see Josh Thompson knock off a record? Somebody clap right now. Yeah. Come on. That is a no lift. Give me a nice round of applause, folks. Thank you for the show, Josh. So, Nicholas. Somebody needs to tell Nick we do the warm-ups in the back. We don't do them out here. This ain't the warm-up platform. Cesar Perez is our next lifter, 303-pound opener. And we are ready on platform 1. John Chinner's our lifter on 1. As an older for John. That is a good lift for Zolatan. Chris Sullivan will be next. Platform 1. The lift for Takata was good on 2. Hassan Bajwa will be the lifter on 2 at 203. Hassan Bajwa. Brandon Long is our lifter on platform 3. 148-pound second attempt coming up. That is a good lift on 1. Our lifter on platform 1 is Patrick Foster, 242-pound. Holding attempt, platform 2. Clark is loaded for Bajwa. And on 3, that was a good lift for Brandon Long. Ashton Wright will follow the 170. The lift for Patrick is good, 2-1. Squad leg will be next. 248 pounds. And that lift for Bajwa is a no lift, 2-1. Let's take it for 209 on platform 2 for John Demchek. Ashton Wright is successful, 2 for 2 at the Timchuk was a good lift. 3 white lights. We now call to the platform Garen Clark for 225. And on 1, On Win was successful at 253. We move on to 275 for Robert Lane. That is a good lift for Gavin DeSalvo on platform 3. Zach Potts will be up next, 264 pounds, platform 3. Good lift for Garen Clark, 2-1. We now call to the platform on 2. Incline Akpom, 253-pound overhead. Robert Lane was successful at 275. Carlos Tata is our next lifter, 286. That was a good lift for Zach Montz at 264. Platform 3, we now move on to 314 for Nicholas Caledonia. Lifter representing Ottawa University. That's a good lift for Carlos. We now call Michael Heron to platform 1. He will open up with 303. Akpom was successful on 2. Don Bigham is our next lifter at 286. That is another good lift for Nick Caledonia. Gabriel Garza is the next lifter on 3 at 319. Three white lights from Michael Heron. Stripped it down to 214 for John Chin. Three white lights for Don Bigham. Jesus Pergasso will be our next lifter on 2 at 308. Platform 3, Cesar Perez is the lifter, 325. Gabriel Garza was successful at 319. And that number John Chin is perfect. Ayu Zlatan is our next lifter at 225, platform 1. Jesus Pergasso, a little late start, gets it in time. 3 white lights. Strip it down to 137 for Shaka Takata. This will be a national record attempt for Shaka. next lifter on one at 248. Three wide lines for Brandon Long on three. Ashton Wright will follow, attempting 181 pounds for his third and final finish. That's a new record for Shaka Chikara. Platform 2, main guard 214 for Hassan Bajwa. On one for Chris Sullivan was good. Patrick Foster will be next at 253. While that was a no lift for Ashton Wright at 181. Braden Collier will be next on three at 203. That is a good hit from Patrick Foster as well as Braden Collier. Platform 1, we move on to Twan Wynn at 264. Platform 3, we move on to Gavin DeSalvo at 259. That is a no lift for Hassan Bajwa. We'll see him bench one more time. Next up on two, John Demchik at 225. Good lift for Squad. Platform 1, we now call up on at 270. That's good lift on platforms 1 and 2. Carlos Ponte is the record on 1 at 297, while Gary Clark is the record on 2 at 237. The lift for Zach Moss was good. He was 3 for 3 in the bench. We now call Cesar Perez out to attempt 325, final bench press. That's a smooth attempt for Carlos. Robert Lane Gilberto's looking around one at 297. Just a bit much for Cesar Perez on platform 3. Nick Caledonia will follow at 330 pounds. Final bench press for Nick. Aaron Clark was good on 2. At 264. Robert Lane is 5 for 5. We now call Michael Heron for platform 1, attempting 319. The left is good for Nick Caledonia, 6 for 6. Gabriel Garza is the next lifter at 336. Akman was successful with 264. Our next lifter on platform 2, Donald Bingham, 314. We are into third attempt on platform 1, John Schimmelbeer lifting. As they go lift on 3, Joe Marceau will open up the next flight, platform 3, 188 pounds for Joe. Left on platforms 1 and 2. Next up, platform 1, 237 pounds. Our lifter will be Jesus Vergasso is the lifter on 2. That was a good opener for Joe Marceau on 3. Ray Sanusi is up next, 253 pounds. That was a good lift for Todd. Perfect day with big press. Chris Sullivan is next at 264. Good lift for Lucy on 3. Troy will be next at 303. Vergasso was successful. Platform 2, we're going to strip it down to 143 for Shaka Takada. National record attempt once again. a good lift for Chris Sullivan. The lift for Troy Wynn was a good lift on 3. Eric Arbor is up next. Opening up 308 pounds for Eric. That is an easy lift for Shaka Takata. Another record. Hassan Bajwa is our next lifter on 2. Third attempt, 214 pounds. That was a no lift for Patrick Foster on 1. Swan Wynn will follow at 275. Eric Arbor was a good lift on 3. Nathan Stan will attempt 341. That's a good lift for Quad. We now call on with platform 1, 281 pounds. Nathan Stan is successful at 341. Matthew Sanchez will be our next lifter on 396. Shake hands with Hassan Bajwa. Finally gets on the board in the bench press. That was a good lift. We needed that. John Dimchek is our next lifter on 2 at 231. That was a no lift for Matt Sanchez. Lawson Lilo is our next lifter on 3 at 479. You got 270. 479 opening bench press. Holy cow. That's a no lift for John Demchek. He is 5 for 6. Garrett Clark is the next lifter on 2 at 242. Wynn was successful at 281. Next up, platform 1, Carlos Mata. Three white lights for Carlos. We stay at 303 for Robert Lane, platform 1. That is a good lift for Lawson. We move on to Kyle Wallenberg at 485, platform 3. Yeah, that's a good lift for Garrett Clark. Imfan Afan will be our next lifter on 2, 275 pounds. Robert Lane has went 6 for 6. Congratulations, Robert. Michael Heron will follow on platform 1 at 330 pounds. That is a no lift for Kyle Wallenberg. Platform 3, strip it down to 214 for Joe Marceau. That was a tough fight for him, Tom, but he killed him. Don Big will be next lifter on 2 at 3:30. The lift on 1 was a good lift. Jesus Martinez will begin our next group. Jesus opens at 148. And that is a go lift from Don Bingham. We now call out Jesus Borgazzo, platform 2, 336 pounds. That's a good lift for Jesus, 2 to 1. Please load the bar on platform 1, 220 pounds for George Cunningham. That is a no lift for Jesus, and also a no lift for Troy. Platform 2, we are loading it to 203 pounds for Ron Breaker, while Eric Armour is the lifter on 3 at 319. As we go over for George Cunningham, we have Reiner will hear next lifter on 1 at 275. Ron Breaker is on the board. That was an easy lift. Rick Brink will follow platform 2, 225 pounds. That's a good lift for Reiner. We stay at 275 for Caleb Rocca. They've been staying with 292. That's a good lift for Matt Sanchez. Platform 3. Please load the bar to 485 for Kyle Wallenberg. That's good enough for Alex Lowe. And the Rangers are next lifter on 2 at 292. That is a no lift for Kyle Wallenberg, and we'll see him one more time in the bench. Lawson Lilo is on next, platform 3. 497. This will be a national record attempt for Lawson. Get your cameras out right now, platform 3. He is a junior 74-kilo lifter. Sam Prendergast was successful at 319. Brady Price is our next lifter on 369. That is a good lift for Ben Drescher. Platform 2 is low to bar to 330 for Anthony Perkins. National record attempt, platform 3, Lawson Lilo, 497. That's a good lift for Brady Price. That is a no lift for Lawson. Let's clap those hands for him, though. One of the toughest fights I've seen today. We are ready for Joe Marceau. Platform 3, 225. Platform 1, George Cunningham is the lifter. His attempt, 231 pounds. As a no lift for George. Platform 1, please load 281 for Kayla Franca. No lift from Marceau on 3. Grayson Uzi will be next. Platform 3, Grayson Uzi to 17. Anthony Perkins was successful on his opener. Ross Natala will follow platform 2, 374. lift is good for Caleb on 1, as well as Grayson on platform 3. Gahal Greiner is a lifter on 1 at 292. Troy Wynn is the lifter on 3 at 314. That's a good lift for Ross. That's a good lift for Troy Wynn on 3. Eric Barber is next at 325. Reiner was successful on 1. Josh Thompson is next, 314. Right now we have Ron Rinker attempting a national record, platform 2, 221. No handout, no problem, no doubt. New record for Ron Rinker. Give it up for it right now. Yes, sir. Rick Brink will follow, platform 2, 237. And another for Eric Barber. Nathan Stan is the lifter. On 3, Nathan Stan, 363. Our lifter on 1, Sam Prendergast, 330. Josh Thompson was a good lift. That's a good lift for Rick Brink on 2. Julian Tomp will be next at 297. Nathan Stein was successful at 363. Platform 3, we move on to Matthew Sanchez at 429. That's a good lift for Julian Comp. Our next lifter on platform 2, Alexander Rowe at 308. The lift for Matt Sanchez is good. He is 5 for 6. Kyle Walker is the next lifter on 3 at 485. Ladies and gentlemen, Kyle needs this lift to stay in the competition. When he comes out, he needs to give all the support we can. George Cunningham will start off round 3 of platform 1 with 231. And let's hear for the SBB spotters and loaders. Next lifter on 3, Lawson Lilo. We'll take another crack at a national record attempt. George Cunningham was successful on 1. Caleb Naka is up next at 297. Alexander Lowe was good at 308. Ben Dresser is the next lifter on 2 at 314. Ooh, there's a no lift for Lawson. We're going to get ready for deadlift on platform 3. That was a no lift for Caleb Franca. He was 2 for 3 on the bench. Our next lifter on 1, Gahel Grider at 308. Ben Drescher was successful. Anthony Perkins is our lifter on 2 at 341. That is a no lift for Anthony. Ross LaPala will follow at 396. Folks, I have an important announcement. Lawson Limo's last attempt at a record has been reviewed. It has been overturned. It was a good lift. Put them together for Lawson Limo. Grinder, moving on to Josh Thompson, platform 1, 319. Ross Lapala is good at 396. Rick Rick is the next lifter on 2 at 248. Good lift for Thompson on 1. Sam Prendergast is our next lifter on 1. His third and final bench press, 347. That is a good lift for Sam. Brady Price is our next lifter on 1, 407 pounds. That is a no lift for Rick Rick. Julian Counts will follow at 308. opener for Nick. Please load the bar on platform 3 to 496 for Gabriel Garza. We are ready on 1 with John Chen. 358 opening attempt. And that is a fast lift. Patrick Foster is our lifter. On 1 at 363. And we're ready for Gabriel Garza. On 3, 496.
It's a glorious day. Yeah. Kind of harsh.
And a smooth opener for Gabriel. Cesar Perez will round out our openers on platform 3. 501 pounds for Cesar. It's loaded and ready. That's a good lift for Patrick Foster. Michael Heron is our next lifter. At 429. That is a no lift on platform 3. We strip it down to 347 for Brandon Collier. Second attempt. That's a good lift for Michael. Platform 1, we need 429 for Chris Sullivan. It is loaded. Here it comes. We're just about underway on platform 2. That is a good lift for Braden. Platform 3, please load bar to 358 for Brandon Wong. The lift was good for Chris Sullivan, platform 1. Next up, IU 10. 457. That's a good lift for Brandon. He is having quite a day. 8 for 8 thus far. Ashton Wright is our next lifter on platform 3. 369 pounds for Ashton. Lifts were good on 1 and 2, as well as platform 3. Our next lifter on 1, Juan Wynn at 479. Platform 2 is going to be Imran Akman at 374. And on platform 3, we call out Zachary Mons at 457. Strong looking attempt for Zach Monson is good 2-1. Platform 3, we need Gavin DeSalvo. 473 for Gavin. The lift for Juan was good. Conwin will follow at 485. Platform 1. our lifter on 2 at 407. Easy weight for Gavin DeSalvo. Nick Caledonia will follow. Platform 3, 496. On win was good on 1. That was a record attempt. Robert Lane is up next on platform 1, 529. That's a good lift for Hassan. Garrett Clark is next. 496 for Garrett. Nick Caledonia makes fast work of a 496. Cesar Perez is the lifter on 3 at 501. Three white lights for Robert Lane. Carlos Mata will round out openers on platform 1 with a 562. That is a no lift for Cesar on platform 3. Gabriel Garza is next at 518. Garrett Clark is on the board, 3 white lights. Platform 2, John Demchuk is our next lifter. 501 pounds for John. That was a good lift for Carlos Mata on 1. John Chen starts round 2. Platform 1, 380 pounds. The lift for Gabriel is a good lift, 2 to 1. Braden Hollier is the next lifter at 363, platform 3. That's an easy lift for John Demchuk. Son Bingham will be our next lifter on platform 2 at 507. That's an easy lift for John Chen. Sets it down. Ever so soft. Patrick Foster is the lifter on 1. 385 pounds. That is a no lift for Braden Hollier, finished 7 for 9. Brandon Wong is next, 380 pounds. That's a good lift for Patrick Foster on 1. Chris Sullivan is next at 462. Don Bingham's opening attack at 507 was successful. Jesus Pregazzo will be our next lifter on 2. His opener, 529. Yes, indeed, it is a good day to decorate. Looks good on all three platforms. Platform 1, our next lifter, Mike Aaron, 473. Platform 2, we call up Shaka Takada at 275. And on platform 3, it's Zachary Mons at 468. Good for Zach Mons. He goes 8 for 9. Cesar Perez is next lifter on 3. Mike O'Hara was successful. Mayutan is next at 479. Shaka Takada is cruising 8 for 8. Ilhan Akman is our next lifter on 2 at 407. That is a good lift for Akman as well as Todd. Platform 1, we need Juan Lin at 507. That's going to be a national record attempt. Platform 1. Platform 2, please load the bar to 429 for Hassan Bajwa. And on platform 3, that was a no lift for Cesar Perez. Gavin DiSalvo will be next with the same weight, 501. That is a no lift for Gavin DiSalvo. Nick Caledonia will be next at 512. The lift for Bajwa was good. John Jemchek will follow at 518. That's a good lift for Tuan Nguyen, who is 8 for 9 today. On Nguyen is next with 518, and this will be a record attempt. That is a no lift for John Dipchick. Aaron Clark will be our next lifter at 529. Platform 1 on win is successful. Platform 3, we're waiting on some lights. There they are. Thank you. Gabriel Garza is our next lifter on 3 at 5:34. Robert Lane is the lifter on 1, 5:62. The lifts on 1 and 2 are good lifts. And it is a no lift on 3. Our next lifter, platform 1, Carlos Mata, 6:06. Platform 2, we call up Don Bingham at 5:51. And on platform 3, we are loading 3:25. Opening attempt for Joe Marceau. That's a good lift for Joe, and also a good lift for Don Bingham. Jesus Fergasso is next on 2 at 5:62. Carlos Mata was a good lift on 1. Patrick Foster is the next lifter, 4:07, platform 1. Third and final attempt for Patrick. And lift for Grayson is a good lift. Nathan Stam is next at 4:35. Platform 3. And the lift for Patrick Foster is good. He finishes 8 for 9. John Chin will be our next lifter on 1 at 4:07. Nathan Stan's opener was a good lift. Troy Lynn is next at 4:51. While on platform 2, the lift was good. We start over at 286 for Chaka Sekada. This will go on platforms 1 and 3. John Chin is 8 for 9. Fantastic outing at the back. Next lifter on 1, Michael Heron at 496. On 3, we call out Lawson Lilo at 529. That's a good lift for Lawson. He is on the board. Matthew Sanchez is next. Platform 3, 540 pounds. Platform 2, we have Shaka Takada. Final attempt at the Nationals. National record attempt. Let's get behind her, folks. Hassan Akman will be next at 429, platform 2. Matt Sanchez is the lifter on 3 at 540. Platform Heron is timed out on the one. We are ready for Chris Sullivan, 496. That's a good opener for Matt Sanchez. Kyle Wallenberg is our next lifter on 3. That's a no lift for Chris Sullivan. That is the only lift Chris has missed the entire day. There's a no lift for Akman, but a good lift for Kyle Wallenberg. Eric Arbor is the next lifter on 3, 584. Eric Arbor. Platform 2, we call on Hassan Bajwa as final attempt. 446. And on platform 1, we have Ayu Tan at 501. That's a good lift for Eric Arbor. But a no lift for Ayu Tan. He finished 7 for 9. Platform 3, Joe Marceau is the lifter. 369 is the weight. That's a no lift for Hassan Bajwa on 2. John Demchek will be next up, 529. Our next lifter on 1 is Juan Nguyen at 529. The lift for Joe Marceau is good. Grayson Uzi is next on 3 at 429. Juan Nguyen just went 9 for 9 at the Nationals. Shake hands with him. Onwin is next at 534. This will be a record attempt for On. John Demchek, the lifter, on 2 at 529. As an no lift for John Demchek. Aaron Clark is the next lifter on 2 at 540. Grayson Uzi was a good lift on 3. Nathan Stan is the next lifter down there. 457. And just like that, Onwin sets a record and goes 9 for 9 at the Nationals. Robert Lane will follow. Platform 1. 586 for Robert. Record attempt.
0.5.
Good lift for Nathan Stan on 3. Troy Witt is next at 479. Aaron Clark wheels in at 540. It was a good lift. He went 8 for 9. John Bingham is next. Platform 2, 584. attempting 562. Platform 3. Robert Lane finishes with a national record and a 9 for 9 day at the Nationals. Our next lifter on 1, Carlos Mata. Also attempting a record 639-pound deadlift attempt, platform 1. Carlos weighed in about 162 pounds today, 639-pound final deadlift, record attempt. That is a good lift from Austin. Matt Sanchez up next on 3, 573 pounds for Matt Sanchez. The lift for Don Bigman is good. Jesus Vergasso is next, platform 2, 606. That is a no lift for Carlos Mata. Stripped it down to 385. George Cunningham will be the lifter. Platform 1. And that lift from Matt Sanchez is good. Kyle Wallenberg is our next lifter on 3. Second attempt at lift for Kyle, 589. Jesus Vergasso is our lifter on 2 at 633. Jesus is pulling for first place. Where are my Jesus fans at? Platform 2, this is for first place. Good over for George Cunningham. Jesus Martinez, the lifter on 1. Good lift for Wallenberg. Eric Arthur is next on 3. He stands up with it. We have a new leader in the Master 2, 83 kilos. Jesus Martinez was a good left. Caleb Fraya, next lifter on 1 at 457. Joe Marceau is the lifter on 3. The last lift was good. Rod Brinker is the lifter on 2 at 286. That's a good lift for Caleb. You know, Grinder is next on 1 at 462. Brinker is the lifter on 2 at 286. That is a no lift for Marceau on 3. He finishes 7 for 9. Grayson Usyk, the next lifter on 3 at 462. And but for Grinder is good. Bar is loaded for great Clock is running for Brady. Brinker was a good lift. Alexander Lowe, the next lifter. On to 374. That's a good lift for Alexander. Brink, next lifter on 429. While Brady Price opens up with a smooth 462. Our next lifter on platform 1, Sam Prince, 496. That lift for Nathan Stan is good. Platform 3, we now call up Troy Wynn at 485. That's an easy opener for Rick Brink. Julian Kopt is next at 540, platform 2. Sam is on the board. That was a good lift. Joshua Thompson will follow. Platform 1, 540 pounds for Josh Thompson. Good lift for Lynn on platform 3. Ross Lilo is the lifter on 3, 573. He is your current leader in the juniors 74 kilo division. That's a swing over for Julian. And a good lift for Josh Thompson. Jesus Martinez, next lifter on 1, 407. Anthony Perkins, the lifter on 2, 545. Just wasn't happening for Lawson. He went 7 for 9. Matthew Sanchez, the next lifter on 3 at 595. That's a good lift for Jesus Martinez. George Cunningham is next on 1 at 413. Anthony Perkins was successful. Next lifter on platform 2, Ben Drescher at 584. That lift on 1 was good. We go to 479 for Caleb Franca. Matt Sanchez was successful, finishing 8 for 9. Kyle Wallenberg is next at 600, platform 3. That is a no-lift for Ben Drescher. Platform 2, we need Ross Lepala. lift. Griner, the lifter on 1 at 490. The lift for Ross LaPala was good. He rounds off our openers. Rob Brinker's next on 2. No lift for Griner. Brady Price, the lifter on 1, 496. Aaron Arbor, national record attempt, platform 3, 633. That is a no lift, but he's certainly strong enough. The lift for Sam is good. Josh Thompson is next at 578. This will be a national record attempt for Josh. The lifter on to Alexander Lowe, 407. That's a good one, 2-1 for Alexander Lowe. Rick Brink, next lifter on 2. 451 for Rick. That is a no lift for Josh Thompson. We begin round 3, left on 1. Jesus Martinez is the lifter. 440 pounds, 200 kilos. And that lift for Rick Brink is a no lift. Julian Compt is the lifter on platform 2. Jesus Martinez makes quick work of 440. George Cunningham is our next lifter, same weight, 200 kilos, 440. lifter on one, Caleb Bronca at 479. Anthony Perkins trying to finish strong with 578. That was a no lift 2-1. Next lifter on platform 2 is Drescher, 606 pounds. If you're tuned in from home, you're watching the Powerlifting America Age Division Nationals from Reno, Nevada, presented by SBD. That is a good one for Caleb, 2-1. Our next lifter on one, Geho Reno, 507. While Ben Drescher is the lifter on two at 606. Three white lines for Ben Drescher. He is thus far only missed one lift today. 7 for 8. Ross LaPala is our next lifter at 622. That is a no lift for Griner. Our next lifter on one, Brady Price, 523 for Brady. He is your current leader in the 66 kilo junior division.
Okay, it looks like you're I got it.
That lift for Ross is a good one. Break it down to 385 on platform 2 for Ron Brinker. Good lift for Brady Price. He went 8 for 9. Sam Prendergast was next. 529 for Sam. That's another lift for Sam. Let's give him a nice round of applause. Our final deadlift on platform 1, Joshua Thompson, attempting a national record, 578. Where would Joshua Thompson ends at? No pounds, 200 kilos. Not today. Give it up for Josh Thompson. That is a good lift for Alexander Lowe, who went